Now we move on to our last speaker, Ms. Lopa Mishra Jana. She's the Head of Operations, AI and HPC, IIT Bhubaneswar. Lopa Mishra Jana is the Chief of Operations at AI and HPC Research Center, IIT Bhubaneswar, and General Partner, Pontic Ventures. She was a former CEO, HEO of Taihan Technology Innovation Hub for Autonomous Navigation and Data Acquisition Systems. She has over 18 years of experience in diverse spectrum of areas, as well as organizations in the national and international realm. She has graduate and postgraduate degrees in engineering and business management. Experienced entrepreneur with a demonstrated history of working in the information technology and services industry, she was skilled in operation and management. She is also a strong business development professional focused in global business management from Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. Ms. Jana, please carry on with your speech.
Namaskar, everyone. Remembering Dr. Mahtab, my regards. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, faculty members, journalists, media professionals, and my dear friends. It's a privilege to speak on a topic that defines the future of journalism, the trust and twist in digital gatekeeping. Now, I'll echo what Mr. Snehasis and Dr. Nahak and Mr. Panda said, that for decades, this media ecosystem was based on a very simple idea. Editors were gatekeepers, journalists were the custodians of truth, and newsrooms were the filters, right? So please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, but today this landscape has completely transformed. Today algorithms are editors, then they decide what rises, they decide what disappears. AI tools, not reporters, they create, amplify, and sometimes distort the content. We have, sir, moved from gatekeeping to gate shifting. That is what we have now done. I'll also maybe think of a story. Let's say during the cyclone last year, a student receives a WhatsApp message saying that a super cyclone would be hitting within hours. It looks very official with AI generated government logo on it, copied signature, fabricated verification marks. And in fear, she packs the bags, tells her neighbors to be prepared to evacuate. But by the morning, the message comes clear that it was fake. The news was fake. It had originated from some private channel, amplified by the chat bots or other bots, automated bots, and boosted by some newsfeed algorithm that prioritized virality over validity. One fake message and the entire neighborhood spends the night in panic. This is where media now is heading towards. The line between truth and truth-looking content is becoming thinner. In today's world, this kind of incidents, they are telling us something very profound, that a lie can be engineered in seconds, but truth takes time to reach to the audience. And that is exactly why we must talk about trust and twist in the digital gatekeeping. Talking about the evolution, now we have evolved from editors to algorithms. For decades, like we said, the editors decided, journalists verified, and producers curated. There was an accountability. But now, first people decide what you see. The people to decide what you see are algorithms and not editors. We should be acknowledging the truth that 88% of Indians are now, they consume news on digital platforms. 70% of what they see are determined by automated recommendations. There is a 400% surge in deepfakes in the last year, and 90% of this global content is expected to be AI influenced by maybe in another couple of years. This means that truth is no longer human only. And when 75% of the young Indians consume news digitally, and mostly through YouTubes or Insta, WhatsApp, these front pages are now controlled by machines, not newsrooms. And they are these machine learning systems, the black box models, the ranking algorithms, the engagement optimizers. So this is where the twist lies. The gatekeepers have become invisible, unaccountable, and often emotionally manipulative. So they're no longer, like I said, they're no longer people. They're just platforms, an unknown face, and the platforms are governed by algorithms. What is this trust crisis? The story just I shared, it's just not an exception. It's becoming a norm. Deepfake has risen. And, a voice cloning has become so easy that people can impersonate anyone. From celebrities to family members, a fake video of a politician, a misinformation reel, a sensational piece of audio, a clipped school video, each can create real-world consequences. Yes, consequences, not news. The trust crisis is not just about misinformation, but it's about the misplaced trust in the digital content curated by machines. I repeat, curated, not created. It's not just created, but created and curated. And the twist is, when this engagement becomes the new truth. Traditional media had that responsibility tied to credibility, but today, they prioritize engagement. What does that mean? Emotional content takes a front seat over factual content. Controversial content, presides over balanced content, and fast content again takes an upper hand over verified content. So truth does not go viral. Now emotion does. And algorithms reward emotions, not accuracy. Like Sir said, the filter bubbles. Yes, these are the personalized realities. Algorithms learn from your behavior, your likes, your swipes, your staying for some time on a content, on a media content, comments. They create that filter bubble where, you only see what matches your views. You don't see the entire truth and decide what is right and wrong. You hear very less from the opposite side. You stop getting exposed to diverse perspectives. So this leads to the fragmentation of society. Everyone lives in their own truth universe, that bubble. So stories, they no longer unites us like they used to. It's the algorithms that now separates us. The news influencers, like Sir, you rightly said, have become the silent gatekeepers. Let's be honest, a 20-year-old influencer with, let's say, 1 million followers now gains or shapes more opinion than a 60-year-old newspaper editor. Creators, memes, pages, reels, short videos, they have become the new editors of the society. But, these influencers, they're not trained in ethics. They're not trained in fact-checking. They are not accountable to public interest. Yet, they shape the narratives every day. The most powerful gatekeepers today did not ask for responsibility. Yet, they have this immense influence. What we should be doing, what must change? If gatekeeping has shifted, our approach to trust must shift too. What is it that is needed? Algorithmic transparency. Why we see certain posts, platforms must now explain the origin, how the content is prioritized, how this engagement is calculated. That all has to be transparent. Like we say, sunlight is the best disinfectant, right? So media forensics, that should become the basic skill now. Like students must learn what is deepfake, AI disclosure, deepfake detection, metadata verification, audio forensics, image analysis. These should become a part of their curriculum, which I'm sure it must be now. And then we have to incorporate digital ethics in the curriculum as well. So every media student should understand AI disclosure, the synthetic media labeling, then responsible creation of visual content. This future journalists, they should be a part of the creator, part technologist, and part ethicist. That is what they need to become now. And for us all, the citizens, we need to have strong digital literacy. I tell my kids also that anything that you see on social media, on a Facebook platform, need not be true, and you need not be biased by that. So people should now know how to question a viral clip, how to understand bias, how to spot manipulation, and that will help us spreading, stop spreading this fake news. And like my panelist also mentioned, that human judgment should be at the center. AI can definitely optimize engagement, but only human can uphold the values. So editors, journalists, anchors, they all must have this empathy, accuracy, balance, and context. So media now need not be human versus machines. It should be humans responsibly leading these machines. We have the current policy environment, and India is actively responding to this shift, be it the DPDP policy, the deepfake guidelines and AI advisory. Whatever it is, the enforcement remains a challenge because misinformation is moving faster than compliance. And the role of institutes like IMS, that they have led these conversations on media innovation, and now its role is even more critical when they must prepare the next generation for jobs like AI-assisted journalists, media forensic analysts, immersive content creators and designers, digital ethics auditor. So student must be trained to question systems, not just create content. That is where we will truly evolve. And this shift or this mistrust, that will gain the right momentum. Returning to the story earlier, a manipulated clip, a viral outrage, a damaged reputation, and a community is misled. So we should be very careful. This did not happen because of technology alone. This happened because of the unquestioned trust in what digital platforms have been showing us. So let us remember that in this digital age, truth is not what reaches us first. Rather, truth is what survives this verification. As we move deeper into this ecosystem, so our responsibility is not just to create a media that, it's not just to create the media that spreads, but it is to create a media that stands this test of time and stands for something verified. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Padi, for inviting me. Thank you very much.